Today we're going to talk about the most common problem that keeps many freelance web developers from getting those $10,000 to $50,000 projects. They get interviewed and answer questions instead of conducting a sales call on equal footing with the client. Employees get interviewed. Hourly workers in a factory answer questions and say, "Yes, sir." But if you want to close big boy sales, it's time to learn the skill called sales. And I'm not talking about what the last insurance or car salesman tried to pull on you. I'm talking about making sure the client is the right fit to work with you. They have a big problem you're uniquely qualified to solve, and they can afford to work with you without any of that psycho shit some clients try to pull off during projects. So that's a lot to take in, so let me break it down for you. Most calls with projects for the vast majority of freelancers out there devolve into questions and answer sessions that lead to a glorified job at best and rejection and waste of time, or death by being tested for hours at worst. Isn't that why you as a freelancer started to freelance in the first place? To avoid being interrogated by incompetent HR people and to start being treated like an equal business owner, get freedom, and get paid appropriately? The first part of the sales call is to break the ice and make sure people know what they're going to be doing on this call. The second part is to analyze the project requirements and figure out if it's feasible, if you can help them. This part is heavy on qualifying the client to make sure they should work with you and you should work with them. The third part is to figure out what they believe is wrong and what needs fixing, what they believe the outcome should be. Then you should connect their issue to a solution and have them agree that the solution you're offering is the best solution. Then you need to provide proof based on their situation and how you've solved similar problems before. And then you need to pitch them your service, the things that they're going to get from you when they pay. Then you close, which means receive the payment or they sign a contract. Learning how to do this well enough to get results takes weeks. Learning how to get good at a process like this takes months. Perfecting it takes a lifetime. By the way, you might want to hop over to businessmentor.com to learn how to implement this process and other similar crucial processes to make you perform better as a freelancer and agency owner. But anyway, do you see how this call is entirely different from the client asking you technical questions for a glorified job? This prevents you from taking on projects you shouldn't do, and it makes it so you're doing business your way, the right way, and with non-psycho clients. What freelancers skip over is usually asking the qualifying questions like how big is the company of the client and whether they have experience with such projects. Because if they don't have experience, you're going to have to take the lead. Not asking such questions will screw over your projects from the get-go. Don't be that skip the process guy, because skip the process guys get into trouble with projects. Another thing that will help you with doing sales well is doing lead generation well. Getting the right people on the call in the first place prevents a lot of problems. Let's talk about that in the next video right here in the description below the video. As for now, click the like and subscribe button and then head over to the lead gen videos so you can learn that part too.